Protective phone cases for the XR? Let's check them out. Dave Taylor here with the iPhone XR. This is my daughter's phone, and it's a little bit the worse for wear because we need to put a case on it. Now, we've looked at some other cases, but I got some new super protective ones from OtterBox and Speck. So, want to go through them, have a look, figure out which one we should leave on her phone. So, first one is part of their Star Wars collection. They call it their Galactic collection. And as you can see on the back, this one's actually the most subtle of them with a little Stormtrooper in the corner. It does say Star Wars on the inside. So yes, this is actually licensed intellectual property, which is kind of crazy. If you look on something like eBay or Amazon, there's a lot of unlicensed content. They have a lot of money invested. They've done a great job with the Star Wars franchise. I want to get licensed material. So this is the Symmetry series Galactic collection case, and it's drop proof. It has lots of great protection. It's a combination of polycarbonate and rubber. And of course, this one features the Stormtrooper Emblem. You are supposed to, as they say, pick your side. Not sure that I want my daughter to be a Stormtrooper, but we'll just roll with this. I think she just likes the white. It's a one piece. The phone is in it. It fits nicely. All the cutouts are perfect, as you can see in this close-up, which leads to two other questions. There's three things I always look at with a case. So I look at the cutouts, I look at the bevel, which is the amount above the screen that the case is, and this is perfect. It is the minimum possible that still not only protects the glass, but we have a screen protector, and it actually is just barely above that too. Third criterion, does it charge wirelessly? So let's find out. The answer is yes, it does. And this charger, this is the Google Pixel Wireless Qi charger. Great device with your Pixel phones. It's a super fast charger. For everything else, it's just a fast charger and obviously works really nicely. So that is case number one. Now, the next case we're going to look at, and I'm going to talk about all the prices at the end. So if you're wondering how much that one is, we'll get to it because there's kind of a story about the pricing. But OtterBox also licenses all the Disney intellectual property, so who doesn't like Mickey Mouse? Of all the massive, iconic characters, Mickey, right on. So this is the totally Disney line, and this is Rad Mickey. And there's a lot to like about this, and they've done a great job of having the color match the rubber on the other side. So when we put the phone in, this is a nice, seamless appearance. Let's see if I can get the phone to actually fit in. It's a little snug, which is a good thing. You want it to be nice and snug. Again, that bevel is just perfect. The cutouts are, of course, basically the same case with a different design. The cutouts are great. Does it do wireless charging? It sure enough does. So everything you want in a case, and look at that design. Look at that Mickey. Mickey, honestly, he's a pretty cool guy. I won't do that again. We're good. So that's the OtterBox line. And OtterBox, of course, has been making phone cases since, I think, the iPhone 1. I mean, they've just made great, tough, rugged cases forever. Their original cases, admittedly, were pretty chunky. So to get something that's this thin represents a lot of engineering improvements on their part. Now, the other company is Speck. And Speck sent me two very different sort of cases. So the first one we're going to look at is the Presidio Clear Plus Glitter. Now remember, this phone is for my 16-year-old daughter, so that glitter thing is happening. So this one's a little different design because it's just a single piece of rubber, and it is definitely protective. It is scratch resistant. It's probably not rubber, it's probably a polycarbonate. And it also has a UV protection system, so it resists yellowing. Because you look at a case like this, and if you're experienced with original, like first generation cases, you're like, yeah, 6 months in the sun, and that's gonna be a yicky yellow. This one will not have that problem. So let's put the phone in and have a quick ascertain of how it fits. It goes in nice and easy. It has a little more bevel, which I actually like having a little bit more. The cutouts are perfect, as you would expect from Speck. And does it charge wirelessly? Do you want to put some money on this? I'm pretty sure it will. Let's see. and it charges wirelessly. So really nice. This might be the one that she ends up with. This is the Speck Presidio Clear Plus Glitter. Super cheery, right? Now, one more case. I'm just looking at 4 different cases, and they represent different styles of cases. So this actually is the most expensive of the cases, and this is also from Speck. This is the Speck Presidio Inked, and this is their Mossy Oak line. This particular one is known as Agua, Marlin, and Black, and you can see the design goes over the edges. So instead of like on the Disney one, the design is really kind of just on the back, and when you go to the side, you've sort of lost most of the design. This one does it all the way around, so it's more of a wraparound design. And I will put our iPhone XR into it, and that's a really nice case. It's a really cool design. The only thing I'd say is if you drop your phone into a pool, you'll never find this at the bottom of a pool, because that's what the bottom of a pool looks like, right? So 8-foot drop protection, you know, the whole Presidio line is terrific. There's actually rubber. The rubber edges extend and just barely cut those corners so that you have that extra protection if you hit that 45-degree angle. And in terms of cutouts, what do you figure? Great cutouts, great bevel, wireless charging, and wireless charging. So really 4 different styles, 4 different designs that are all highly protective cases for the iPhone XR, and obviously for a wide variety of other smartphones from Apple and Samsung and other companies. You want to check with OtterBox and Speck to see what the specs are, as it were. So there's 4 different cases we're looking at here. So here's 1, 2, 3, and get the 4th one. So here's our 4 designs, and you can see the Stormtrooper there too. And before I tell you the 4 prices, let me just ask if you can subscribe to my channel. Just click or tap on that red subscribe button. Really appreciate that. Cool. Now, let's see. From the top, the OtterBox Symmetry Series Galactic Collection Stormtrooper Emblem is $29.14 at Amazon.com, which is significantly less than it is on the OtterBox website, which is a great point of do a little comparison shopping when you're looking for a product like this, because sometimes the vendor website is considerably cheaper, and sometimes a site like Best Buy or Amazon or Walmart can be a lot cheaper. So worth doing a little exploration. So Stormtrooper Emblem, $29.14. The Symmetry Totally Disney Rad Mickey is $17.99. That is a wicked good price, honestly, for a Symmetry series OtterBox case. I was pretty surprised. It is a lot more than that on the OtterBox site. Maybe this is just ephemeral Amazon pricing, but whatever it is, definitely check things out. And then when we move to Speck, the Cheery Clear and Glitter case is $19.03 at Amazon.com. Yeah, it's kind of a weird price, $19.03. And then the Inked Mossy Oak, like I said, is a little bit more expensive at $34.66 at Amazon.com. Now, given all of those are weird numbers, they're not like 97 or 99 or anything, then I think it's possible those prices are wandering up and down as these companies are trying to compete with each other in this space. So do your homework. But whichever one of these you choose, it is clearly the case that having your shiny new expensive smartphone in a protective case is a smart move. So we're going to leave this one in this cool Agua Marlin case from Speck and put it back on to finish up its charging, which means I'll catch you in my next video.